So I've known Jim for over 20 years and started buying olive oil from him. That was one of his first products he had, was an olive oil canola blend.
I first heard from Jim Olafsson in 2001. We were exhibiting at the National Restaurant Show in Chicago when two ladies stopped by our booth and asked who was distributing our products in Nebraska. I answered, nobody for now, but if you can suggest someone we should talk to, we'll be grateful. Right away they mentioned Jim Olafsson, and as they say, the rest was history.
I was the executive chef at the Omaha Country Club for 25 years. This is where I have the pleasure of meeting Jim.
I met Jim in April of 1986, and I came in as sales manager at the radio station he was working at.
I was across the street having a beverage after shift at M's Pub, and Chef Doug Case came and got me from the bar and said, "Hey, I want you to meet this guy out back." So I go out back, and it's kind of sort of like a drug deal, you know. He's got this cooler and opens up this cooler and he starts showing us some caviars, and he's got some special cheeses in there, and he had some mushrooms in there, legal mushrooms, I must say. And so we started talking to him, and I said, yeah, you know, this guy is starting to bring this stuff in. And at the time, Omaha was barren with, you couldn't get specialty stuff unless you special ordered it from somewhere. So that's how my relationship started with Jim.
My great experience with Jim is that he introduced me to using products on a regular basis that I hadn't used before. So he would bring caviar and foie gras and truffles and all manner of cheeses that you just couldn't get on a regular basis.
The first year that I knew him, he was the employee of the year at Mitchell Broadcasting Company. So I know that he had a lot going for him at that time. Didn't know that he had any interest in the food business at that point in time, but he was a go-getter. He had a lot of drive and energy, and I could just see that he was going to be a success at whatever he wanted to do.
And the greatest thing about Jim is his dedication to service. He is still just great customer service.
The guy just goes 100 miles an hour all the time, and he never stops.
Jim is getting in the Hall of Fame. He's, I think, well overdue.
He provides all these great products, but he also dines in our restaurants. And he'll stop on a Friday early and have a glass of wine and chit-chat and try the newest thing.
And of course, if you know Jim, you know he also loves his wine too.
So not only is he supporting us by bringing us products, but he supports us by dining in our places and talking about what we're doing and sharing stories with what the other chefs are doing in town.
Jim's a lot of fun. He enjoys himself, and anything he does, he tries to do it well. He tries to, he's the Energizer bunny, I think, of the food industry.
Jim is a true Epicurean who knows about fine food, its history and geography.
I am very proud to call him my friend. Thank you, Jim, and congratulations.
But above all, Jim is a great man and a wonderful friend to have. Go Jim Olafsson.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2017 Hospitality Hall of Fame inductee, Jim Olafsson.
Thank you very much. By the way, John, it's called research and development, between 5 and 6. Thank you very much, Omaha Restaurant Association. When Björg and I started out with less than very little, we had no clue that our little idea of wanting to offer the Omaha area chefs a variety of high quality ingredients, initially mostly from Europe, which we had been familiar with in Iceland, would lead us to where we are today. It certainly has been, at times, a bumpy, if not difficult road we have traveled. But we seem to have made the right decisions at these intervals and followed the trends and the chef cults, being able to find and have available the product variety they desired, demanded, whether it is international, regional, or local. And that continues every day, 24/7. Through these years, we have met many great people here in Omaha, culinary world, and around the country, who have inspired and encouraged us to keep on going. To the chefs and the restaurant owners, we thank you for your continued input and support. Without it, we would not accelerate. We are very proud to have brought to Omaha, in collaboration with the chefs here at the Culinary Academy, seminars for their students with pastry chefs on a national, if not international, caliber, as well as held food tastings and instructional seminars for our customers at our own warehouse kitchen facility. But there are countless vendors and importers, farmers, distributors we work with that help us bring the products to us. Thanks to them all. I would also like to thank the students here from the Culinary Institute we have met over the years. They're an inspiration to us and possibly our future customers. Tonight, I think they're doing a fantastic job with the food we already had tonight, and with the guidance from their instructors, Janet, Mike, Brian, and Oystein. They all deserve an applause. It has been a real pleasure seeing these young people grow into their own, become good chefs, and make their own dreams come true. We, Björg and I, hope to continue to serve the Omaha market with the same passion of getting the best ingredients to all of you, our customers. Again, thank you very, very much. Cheers to the chefs.